When a woman feels deeply, the world begins to heal. Each story here is a whisper from the soul of love, loss, courage, and awakening. Sakhi Soul Stories is not just about what women go through, it's about what they grow through. Here, we listen to the silent strength behind every smile, the grace hidden in pain, and the light that refuses to fade, no matter how dark the night feels. Because every woman's journey, every heart that still dares to love, is a sacred story waiting to be heard. Welcome, dear soul, to Sakhi Soul Stories, where every story is a mirror of truth, and every word, a step toward healing. There are many families that look perfect from the outside. A loving couple, to beautiful children, warm smiles on the wall, happy festivals, and laughter that hides the silent cracks underneath. Sometimes, what destroys a home is not fate or bad luck, but the unrealistic expectations of one person who forgets that love is not meant to be a performance. A man marries a good woman. She is educated, loyal, kind-hearted, and truly loving. She builds her life around him, raises children with care, and stands with him through all struggles. But with time, he begins to expect more, not out of admiration, but out of comparison. He wants her to look like she did before marriage, ignoring the life she has carried, the children she has birthed, and the sacrifices she made to hold the family together. He wants her to earn and find a job even when the market is dry, even when there is no space for her dreams to bloom, as though her worth depends on a paycheck. He wants her to serve his parents and relatives with endless patience, even when they treat her harshly, without empathy or gratitude, and worst of all, he expects her to remain silent when he crosses the sacred line of loyalty, when he entertains affairs, attention from others, or hidden emotional betrayals that wound her spirit deeply. This kind of mindset is slowly destroying families everywhere. When one person's selfishness, pride, and moral carelessness enter the relationship, the entire family begins to bleed silently. The loyal partner loses confidence and begins to question herself. The children sense tension in the air and grow up confused about what love really means. The extended families take sides. The atmosphere fills with judgment and gossip, and what was once a safe home turns into a cold battlefield where everyone walks carefully just to avoid another explosion. What many fail to understand is that love and marriage are not contracts for perfection. They are partnerships of empathy, trust, and understanding. When one partner starts to see the other as a servant of their expectations, that is when love begins to die. No woman or man can stay emotionally healthy under constant criticism, neglect, or manipulation. Emotional abuse is not always loud. Sometimes it's the constant silence after every tear, the dismissal after every attempt to speak, and the indifference that replaces warmth. As a counselor would say, unrealistic expectations are emotional poison. They arise when people bring unhealed wounds into marriage, when they crave validation instead of connection, when they compare their partner to imaginary ideals, when they forget gratitude. They demand from their spouse what they themselves fail to give: patience, appreciation, and love. Every time one partner chooses pride over humility, something pure dies. Every time one partner expects perfection but refuses to self-reflect, the relationship loses its sacredness. And the children, the most innocent hearts, absorb that pain. They may not speak of it, but they carry it into their future relationships, repeating the same mistakes unless someone breaks the pattern with awareness. Healing such wounds begins with one powerful word: accountability. The partner who caused pain must first acknowledge it. It is not enough to say sorry. The apology must be lived every day through actions, by being transparent, faithful, gentle, and genuinely willing to change. Trust cannot be demanded. It must be rebuilt slowly, like planting a tree and watering it daily with truth. For the one who has been hurt, healing begins with remembering your own worth. You are not weak for loving deeply. You are not foolish for believing in goodness. But you must not stay where your dignity is constantly questioned. Self-respect is not selfishness. It is the foundation of emotional safety. Seek support, therapy, prayer, or peace away from toxic behavior if it continues. Because love that demands silence while breaking your spirit is not divine, it is destructive. For both partners, Real transformation begins when communication replaces assumption. Speak, not to prove a point, but to understand each other. Listen, not to defend yourself, but to feel what the other feels. Marriage is not about changing someone, it's about growing together. The most beautiful relationships are not between perfect people, but between people who forgive, evolve, and never stop trying. When respect returns, love heals. When compassion replaces ego, peace comes back into the home. The children see that it's possible to repair what was broken. The family begins to breathe again. The bitterness slowly fades, replaced by gentleness and maturity. Remember, no family collapses in one moment. It happens gradually when gratitude leaves, when affection is replaced by control, when one person's selfishness overshadows the other's sacrifices. Every home can survive hardship, but not heartlessness. Love cannot exist where there is constant comparison and emotional neglect. So let us be more aware. Let us stop measuring our partners by looks, status, or duties. Let us see them as souls walking beside us, not as projects to fix or trophies to display. A marriage that values kindness will always outlast one that values perfection. To every woman or man who feels unseen, please know that your kindness has meaning, your loyalty has value, and your silence is not weakness. But remember also that love must never cost your mental peace or dignity. The divine does not ask you to suffer endlessly in the name of duty. You are allowed to set boundaries, to demand respect, and to choose light over darkness. And to those who have hurt the ones who loved them most, understand this before it's too late. You may win every argument, but you will lose your home. You may get attention outside, but you will lose the soul that truly cared for you. Do not wait for absence to teach you the value of presence. Return to honesty, return to love. In the end, it's simple. Relationships thrive not because people never make mistakes, but because they choose to learn from them. The goal is not to have a perfect partner, but to become a better human being. When we stop expecting perfection and start giving understanding, love once again becomes what it was meant to be, a safe place, not a struggle. So let every family remember this truth. Expectations can build or break love. Ego can burn what patience can save. And the strongest homes are not built by two flawless people, but by two hearts humble enough to heal together. As this story comes to rest, take a deep breath and remember, you are not alone in your silence, nor forgotten in your strength. May you find peace in your pain, clarity in your confusion, and courage to love again, but wiser, freer, and truer. Because the soul never breaks, it only awakens. This is Sakhi Soul Stories, where stories heal, hearts remember, and every woman rediscovers her light.